You guys, if you're planning to sell digital products, I will advise you to just be patient and watch this video to the end, because by the end of this video, you know if it's something you actually want to do or not. Now, let me tell you my story. Sometime last year, I decided to, start selling digital products. And that was because I saw a lot of people on YouTube were sharing stories about how they made thousands of dollars selling digital products online. And I was like, let me give this a try. And of course, I would come here and share with you guys so you can know how to get started. So I learned a lot of tutorials. I watched a lot of YouTube videos. I adopted a lot of strategies, and I opened an Etsy store. Now, I decided to sell printables because the time I opened that store was around summer, and I felt children were on holiday, so there will be a high demand for printables and other kind of stuff for exercise while they stay at home. So I made my research and I started creating. Then I opened my store, and at that time it cost me 25 euros to open that store. And after opening the store, I made some nice designs. After I made my analysis and research and everything, I created and uploaded a couple of designs. Now, to my greatest surprise, just after uploading, I started getting visits to my store, like up to 40 persons visited, and I was really very happy, and I felt that was a step closer to making sales, right? So shortly after, I started noticing that people were putting my products in their carts, and I was super happy. I was like, yes, we are getting there gradually. So, but it was really shocking to learn that even after putting in their carts, nobody was buying. At some point, I became desperate. This was like after a month of opening the store. I decided to try ads because, again, I went to YouTube and I saw people encouraging people to spend a few bucks on ads, that is going to give them more visibility and stuff like that. So I decided to run ads. Now, running ads and everything cost me $5. That ad actually gave my store visibility, and I got like over 1,000 visits, and a lot of people put my product in their cart. But I did not just really understand why none of them was able to buy. But eventually, someone bought, and funny enough, it was my brother that was my first customer. He actually bought. And when I received the notification that I have made a sale, Etsy notified me to verify my profile. And I needed some documents to verify this profile. And at the time, the document I had was expired, and I had already applied for renewal and was awaiting the renewal. And because the renewal was taking a lot of time, Etsy had to suspend my store and refunded the money to the person that bought. I was really devastated because I dedicated time, I dedicated effort and everything. And then I started asking myself, does it mean that all these videos people are sharing about how they made thousands of dollars are not true? Like, they are actually lying? Like, what could be the problem? What are they doing different that I was not doing? That in as much as they suspended my account because I could not verify my seller profile, but the fact that it took a long time, and even the person that actually bought was someone I know, was really very crazy. So that really got me thinking, and I was like, maybe I didn't make research enough. So I decided to step back a bit, and then I started noticing some pattern. Now, here is what people that are making a lot of sales online selling digital products will not tell you. Now, whereas it is easy for them to tell you to sell digital products, the things they will not tell you is that they already have audience of people that are going to buy their products once they have made them. Now, let me explain what this means. Now, most people that make a lot of sales with digital products have already built audience that, one, they have already given value through the content they share with them, and two, they have built trust with them, and three, this audience are loyal to them. And this is the thing that they're not going to tell you. Take, for instance, someone that has already been creating content about children for a long time can easily create those children's printables that I made and send the link, talk about it on their YouTube channel, and you see parents and their children will rush and go and buy, because they know that you're used to giving them value, and whatever you're going to be selling to them will even have double value to the one you're giving out for free. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So that is basically how these things work. So when I learned this, I decided to re-strategize. Now, here was my strategy. I took my time and I went through all my social media platforms, and I went through the type of content that I dish out on all these platforms. And then I started looking for problems that my audience on these platforms have, and I started looking for ways to solve these problems. Now, in addition to the value I've been giving out on all these platforms, especially YouTube, I felt that my audience may have more pressing problems that they're willing to pay for to have them solved for them. So I was able to think deep, and I curated some digital products around these problems, and I started selling them. Now, here's the thing. I did not use Etsy again. I started to use a different platform, and then I started making sales gradually on that platform by talking about it on my social media platform, especially on YouTube. Now, that was how I started making sales on my digital product. And if you're a beginner and you're watching this video right now, this is what nobody will tell you. Selling digital products is easy if you already have pool of audience that have known you, known that you're giving them value, that have trust in the value you're giving them, and that can hold you accountable. And in return, the audience are loyal to them. That is how they are succeeding. Now, some people may encourage you to start selling in saturated places like Etsy or Amazon, where they have millions of visitors every month. Now, why that is valid, that you can actually make sale without having large audience. But the problem with that is, for you to make sale, you have to double your effort. Take for instance, if you want to sell a digital product, like let's say an ebook on places like Amazon, you have to make your research on Amazon to make sure that your ebook design is outstanding. Everything is outstanding, like it's far better than your competitors, people that that can outsell you. That is how you're going to make sale. But if you already have audience of people that have known you and what you can do, you might not really struggle with putting that so much effort making that killer design for your covers and everything, or even killing yourself over looking for SEO words that can make your products to rank. Now, that is how these things work. So if you don't have any pull-up audience, you're already going to make double the effort. But if you do have, you have to put effort in giving them value in what you're going to be selling to them. But it's not going to be like you're trying to compete with people, because you have your people that you can easily push from your social media platforms to your store. And the good thing about this is, if you have people coming from Facebook, from Instagram, from TikTok, from YouTube to go and buy your digital product, once the algorithm spots this pattern, they'll be pushing your product ahead for other people that are visiting the store to see that you have something valuable to offer. And that is why other people are coming from different places outside of their platform to come and buy from you. So that is another advantage you have. So if you're planning to sell a digital product, what you have to do is make sure you have started building your audience. And how do you build your audience? You only build your audience through the type of content you put out. If you put out valuable content concerning a particular group of people, you have your niche, and those people are happy and they see your content as valuable, then if you're ready to sell to them, they know that whatever you're going to be selling to them is double the value already given to them, and they're willing to buy from you. That is how that works. So you don't have to start struggling. And if you don't have an audience and you're relying on ads, you may make sales, but you're going to be spending money doing that, which I do not encourage anyone who is a total beginner to start off with. So that is why you have to start by building your pool of audience. Then over time, you study them to know what their problems are, and then you offer the solution to the problem through a digital product that they can use to solve that problem. So that is the only way for you to start making sales. So I hope this video was helpful. If you're looking for remote jobs, or you want to learn more about how you can get remote jobs from now 2026, do check out this video showing on your screen. And if you found value, please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.